It's I think, a very nice outcome after almost a year of waiting. Uh, America is the largest economy in the world, but it also is hugely dependent on imports. And India, literally, for creating high employment and being on the top of the technology pyramid, it needs to have tie-ups with a country which is against the largest IT. It's an engine of innovation for IT areas. And so for me, this was an expected deal, but it was getting delayed for a variety of reasons. And almost after a year, this has happened. And kudos to Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji for holding up, but also getting the best possible outcome for India. Today, give and take a few, but broadly as of 2024 numbers, India did around $210 billion of trade with US. Probably it should have gone up by now a little bit. But out of 210 billions, probably it's roughly 80 billion. 135 is on the goods and 85 is billion dollars on the services. And for me, it's not only that much, because the way most of the US companies, especially the larger companies, have their GCCs, global capacity centers in India. And so there was a need to have US on our side. And now that it has happened, we are delighted. I'm sure all the industries and the services people also would be liking the outcome. Absolutely. One of the reasons why the FPIs have been holding back for all entire 2025 was largely due to the trade uncertainties, because it's not only the tariffs which matter, but also the signals that it gives, saying that India and US were kind of going apart. Now this deal decisively puts both the countries together. And in terms of the Venezuelan oil, the Venezuelan oil is considered one of the most sort of processable crude. There are different types of crude. They are called sour crude, heavy crude, and things like that. And it's the toughest to run in refineries. Most of the old refineries across the world are not able to manage processing of that. Similarly, even the younger ones, but smaller ones, are not able to manage how to process this crude. Indian refineries have been designed to take any crude, because of the way our dependence on the imported crude has been almost 85% of our needs we import. And that's where, and of course we have been now the largest exporter of the processed crude in the world. And so that's where I think the Venezuelan crude coming with some discounts, because it's not able to be processed, there is going to be a natural discounts to the overall Brent, which is a sweet sort of crude. And so these are all technical lingos, but broadly that's how the Venezuelan crude also required some people who could process it faster. And that's where India's role in technology for the refining comes into play. So India has some specific advantages, and this was one of them that has been now identified. But overall, I think it's a win-win deal. America will continue to have complementary frameworks in terms of their technology, in terms of their need for labor, and India has the need to provide the employment to a large number of people. Of course, the garments, because of the WTO, many of this goods which were manual labor oriented, India was not treated so well by WTO. And Indian exports were treated with much higher tariff compared to our peers, even China for that matter. And that's why this kind of bilateral deals are putting India at par or even better than most of our peers. And that's what is going to get you kind of what I call more exports, more jobs, especially at labor intensive areas. And the other side, that is the electronic exports, has grown leap and bounds largely to US, especially the iPhone and Samsung phones and others. But India would be a new manufacturing hub on the labor intensive as well as high tech areas when the US is decisively moving away from China. I think India is going to now get a fillip going forward.